Capricorn, what's up? It's Carly Cosmo here, the Aquarius bitch. Aquarius rising. Okay, so here's what's going on in Capricorn. I had to put on a sweater because I got really cold when I tapped into your energy. Really, really fucking cold when I tapped into your energy. And so, like, here's the thing. I'm hearing a lot of negative voices. A lot of negative feedback from possibly from an ex-lover, possibly from a narcissist who was in your life, who pretended to be a teacher, pretended to be somebody who can guide you, a leader. But long story short, you end up finding out that you were the leader and not this other individual, right? And this is going to be a lot different than my previous videos. If you look at my other two videos that I just placed up for Virgo and Taurus, it's a lot. The layout's a lot different. I already have your energy set out because I had to get into it. I had to understand, like, why am I so cold? Why did I want to name this video Breaking the Sun and Hexing the Moon? Why did I feel the need to tell this more as a story than as like a tarot reading? And that's because in order to, your final energy, by the way, strategy. In order to break out of this energy, which is what you're doing, you have to have a strategy and you have to do things differently than what you had previously been doing. So let's start. Let's begin. There is a ghost riding your energy, especially your emotions. It's telling you that you're worthless. It's telling you that you're wasting time. It's telling you that you are not on the right track, when in fact you are. You absolutely are on the right track. This energy is telling you, first of all, it's making you feel really, really cold. One thing that I just looked up and found very, very interesting about Capricorn, excuse me, and there's also something coming in about, just pause that previous thought, but let me just mention this. There's something coming in about you being able to get better sleep now, you being able to rest now, and know that your work was worth it. You're being able to sleep peacefully, actually embrace it, actually being able to sleep peacefully. I'm going to write this down really quickly. Peaceful sleep at last. Peacefully sleeping at last. At long last, right? Because this is this worry and this fear going away. This is this worry and fear that you picked up from this other person finally wearing its own self out. Which is absolutely amazing. This is somebody that you thought was a soulmate, right? We have a woman holding her heart and the angel of love. This is somebody that you were absolutely just smitten by. You were in love with them, at least at first, and then maybe things got a little bit turbulent. And as things began to fall apart, you began to fall out of love, but it's almost as if your heart stayed with them. A piece of you stayed with them, and that's because they were holding it hostage. And they still are trying to hold it hostage. I hear a lot of bitches. I hear a lot of shut up. You're wasting time. A lot of them trying to force you to listen to them as if they are the only source of information in the world. As if you can't go get your own information. And so this is like they're making you feel unworthy of your own intellect. Making you doubt your own intellect. And this is something that had previously happened. I hope that you're not still in this situation, but I don't think you are. I think that that got broken up by maybe a third party force. It's forced you into a journey of self-discovery and understanding yourself. There's also this dynamic of flying monkeys, like going around, a lot of whispering in your ears. A lot of, I don't know if this man that you were with was possibly a magician or someone who practiced the arts. But it's giving me that vibe that they actually did practice the arts, and they might have practiced on you, on you. Not that it's funny, but that it's, it's fucked up. There's this feeling of a lack of control that you had with that person. Or even rather, there's a lack of control, but there's also this feeling that you try to control yourself much more than you actually needed to. The desire to drink. There's a desire to drink, or a desire to indulge in a 12th house activity and something that will make you be less of yourself. Help you to be less of yourself. Help you to tune out of the daily life of this person that you were doing a lot of. But this relationship really forced you to go, and the ending of this relationship specifically really forced you to go on this journey of self-discovery, which allows you to not only discover who you are, but what direction you really wanted to take in life, right? So this is like a switch of direction, and maybe even a switch of ensemble. You dress differently, you speak differently, and all the earth signs are going through this self-realization type of energy. Is from what I'm picking up in my readings, at least. They're really just embracing their own, and I think actually, I know that Virgo got this card, but I think that Taurus got this card as well. Yeah, Taurus got this card as well, which is funny. There's this feeling of caution that was unnecessary caution, right? Like I said, it's the doubting of yourself that caused you to second guess your own intuition, which is never a good thing. Especially when it comes to Capricorn, because Capricorns, you are intrinsically connected to the moon. Because that is your polar opposite, you actually have quite a few properties that connect between you and Cancer, and between Saturn and the moon. So, as I discussed in all of my readings previously, is that and I haven't really kind of nailed it down the way I'm about to nail it down right now, but there is something in astrology that's just not quite right. That's a little bit off. That's kind of controlling to your perception of yourself rather than allowing your perception to be free. There's this lack of freedom in astrology, this lack of truth. Excuse me. But you're coming into a place where you're finally feeling more stable. Like 4s are popping out right now. You have coming back into balance. But look, this card is 48, which you barely just was able to see. 48. Next card that comes out is Happy Family, because now this is where you're going. You're able to enjoy your family. You're able to enjoy your family in your life again. You're able to enjoy your community and the people that are around you, who you consider your family, even if they're not blood relatives again. because this person might have been very critical, right? They might have criticized the people that you called your friends a lot, thusly causing you to doubt, excuse me, doubt your own choice, your own choices. I'm really cold. I am really cold, which really indicates that they might have bound you. They might have bound you to their perception of you, or even bound you to them. I don't know if you get cold when you think about this person, or maybe they put you in a freezer, maybe they put you in a graveyard, bound you to a particular spirit. But whatever this is you're coming out of it. You're conquering this, and it's allowing you to grow. So the way that this story started was, there is a ghost that is attached to you. There's a ghost that's riding on your back, Capricorn, as you are making your journey through the earth. You're making your journey through the earth and being the second to last sign of the zodiac. Is that right? Third to last sign. Wait, what? You see what I'm doing right now? There was a lot of this previously. It's not so much doubt as it is dizziness, right? Not really being able to see yourself forward, like having what it is that you want to say in you, but not being able to say it. There's a lot of anxiety about fucking up, a lot of anxiety about not doing something right. And so I don't have any cards out here that indicates it, but maybe it stopped you from doing your own thing. Maybe you had a business together, and when you broke up, you just stopped working within that business, right? So, I'm gonna break it down like this, because I'm getting something real specific right now. Maybe you guys were selling perfume together. And I don't know if you'll see this, but maybe you guys were selling perfume together and you broke up, and you allowed that person to keep that perfume business and keep that area, and you decided to come out of it altogether. But you're now getting feelings that you should definitely be going back into that business, and it's making you're really feeling unsure, you're really feeling uncertain. You might even feel like you're banging up against metal, right? But this is telling me you should definitely be going into that space. Don't be afraid that just because they're there, you won't be able to prosper, or that they even have more power than you, because what I'm picking up is that you actually have more power than them, which is the reason why they went so hard at binding you and trying to control you and trying to control your ways. So definitely go into that area. You might be an artist. You get my feeling? You dig what I'm saying? You might be an artist, and that is a part of your artistry. It's a part of your legacy. And don't let anybody steal your legacy, especially somebody who needs you. Like Rihanna said, you need me. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning right now. It's too early and late to be singing too loud. So, but I got me some pipes. I'm a little bit, I sound a little bit better than that. But yeah, she said, you needed me. I didn't need you. You needed me. I was good on my own. That's the way it was. I was good. I was rolling up. You was rolling up. You might have felt like you needed to hide that shit, but you ain't never need to hide that. You ain't never need to hide your flaws, which is something that they were adamant about you doing. Your flaws is what makes you more human to the world that's watching you, that is around you. You understand what I'm saying? Your flaws is what makes you more human and gives your angels the proper portal to come through to help and guide you. So you might have been feeling out of whack and not being able to guide yourself, or feeling like you weren't able to guide yourself over the past few months or so, maybe even the past year or so. You're coming out of that, and you're starting to realize, this is my passion. I brought this to the table. This was me. And the success of this operation was me. You understand? You are the captain of the ship, Capricorn. And so I'd like to go, before I go into the tarot cards, I'd like to give you a quote that I picked up from Black is King. I'm actually in the middle of watching it. I didn't even finish watching it. I paused because I was like, I gotta do tarot. Allow yourself to do that too. Allow yourself to be eccentric and intrinsic. Allow yourself to just be flow like Cancer. Bring that Cancerian energies in. Cancer kind of just flows, right? Like the water. And that's something that Saturn claims. Well, that's something that astrology claims that Saturn doesn't like to do. Saturn's a mad scientist. Saturn's a water bearer. Saturn's other sign is literally water, waves. Saturn likes to flow sometimes, although Saturn definitely likes a good list and to know where he's flowing to. But that doesn't mean that you can't flow just because you know where you're flowing to. It doesn't mean that you can't just let go and just flow. You know what I'm saying? I keep on saying you understand. That's not something that I typically say. So it's like you're coming into this understanding for yourself, for your purpose, your life purpose, which is to be a leader and a guide. You are the royal bloodline. You are the royal bloodline. You are the leader of the royal bloodline. It's you that the spirits want to teach and to put your information out there, because you have a plethora of not only of energies, the spirits around you that are supporting you and that want you to support other people like you. If you're a woman specifically, they want you to support women. That's your purpose. And you already been acting in your purpose, but it's time for you to expand and to open up this new portal, this new door. And by you opening up this new door, there's going to be so many people who are going to be able to follow you through that portal. And through that door, you're going to save a lot of lives. And that's not even a joke. Like, I don't know if I'm going too far with this, but they're saying, I'm hearing, that I'm feeling there are people who are close to suicide. Those people that he used to fuck you over, those people that were used to fuck you over, the flying monkeys, they also can benefit from you. And they have. Some of them have benefited from you. And they're very grateful for you and for your energies. for the work that you have done and that you are still doing even for yourself. Because through this aggressor, you guys are connected intrinsically. It's a word I just keep on saying, intrinsically. Let me look that definition up. Look that definition up real quick. I know what it means, but you know how you know a word and what it means, but you don't know how to describe what it means or define the meaning in an articulate way. Intrinsic. Belonging naturally and essentially. Ha! Exactly, Capricorn. You are essential. You are an essential worker to spirit. You're an essential worker to this entire process of awakening humanity and awakening people like you. People like you. Which is dope as fuck. Dope as fuck, Capricorn. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to put my glasses back on. It's kind of glary though, so I don't know. Oh, and by the way, this is the card. This is the card that I went to go split the deck, and I just automatically split the deck to this card. Which, by the way, this is the devil card in this deck. Really, really funny. Because it was like, time to do Capricorn. Let's do it. But this is also showing me this is where you had been. This right here. This is where you had been. This is the Lover's card. Lover's card with the Devil card, which meant that the situation, most likely a relationship, a romantic relationship. Some of you, it could have been your parents. It could have been your siblings, or even just the work thing, co-worker. That, which, like I said, that person that we're talking about is your co-worker, right? Was your co-worker. They could have used you for a while afterwards. 3 of Cups, which is freaking okay. So now you're coming into this place of finally being able to feel cheerful. You're feeling more cheerful, right? You are starting to open up again and starting to see yourself trusting people more, so that you are more able to, because you're opening up. And you're now able to walk through this door where you're able to build community. Walking away and leaving behind. This is walking away and leaving behind a particular thought form of yourself, right? This is a thought form that they made for you. When in fact, you have your own fucking mind. You can motherfucking think for yourself. And again, just splitting the deck. I don't think I'm going to have to do too much in order to get this reading out. Because Capricorn, you're like fucking killing the game right now. This is actually King of Swords in this deck. And at first I actually hated this card. So I'm like, why the fuck is there no motherfucking... Like, why the fuck would this woman be representing the king? It doesn't make sense. Excuse me. I've continued the day from yesterday, so I did not go to sleep. Yeah. Anyway, yes. This is representing your intellects and sharing your experience. Like I said, sharing your experiences with others, sharing your knowledge with others. This is somebody who's built their own kingdom, who's gone through a fucking lot. And now you're able to share what you have done in order to conquer, and conquer and what was it saying? Conquer your anxiety, conquer your complicated past, so that you can actually move forward into a space where you are not only a happy, and seeing the Nine of Cups, enthusiastic about your future, but you're very proud of what you have accomplished, and you should be proud of what you have accomplished. This is also embracing your masculine energy, right? So what I was going to say about this card is that, you know, at first I hated it because I'm like, this is not a man, this is not a king. How can a woman represent a king? But this absolutely can. Women can absolutely represent kings, because not only is this indicative of embracing your masculine nature and your masculine energies, but this is also indicative of, well, it's more of a confirmation, really, because every male starts off in the womb as a female. Every single person in the world starts off in the womb as a female, as a woman. But then their body then morphs into a man. It cuts off a leg. Hint, hint. Cuts off a leg of the X and turns it into a Y. A lot of people don't know. This is really important to say here, I think. A lot of people don't know that along with Papa Legba, there is a Mama Legba. Seriously, there's a feminine version of Papa Legba. Of a door opener. Which means that you can open the doors and the gates for other people. You don't have to be in the background. And some of you might not like the energy of the spotlight. You might enjoy it a little bit better behind the scenes. But I'm really getting the energy that the world needs you in front. And you probably will actually. Hold up. Three of Cups wants to come out again. Awesome. You probably, like I said, this person did a lot in order to keep you bound to them, in order to keep you boundedly. And they probably encouraged you to be in the background. They probably got mad at you when you were in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They use you for your fucking energy. And it's time to take your energy back. It's time to take your fucking power back. You do not have to be afraid. Because what they're using is garbage anyway. It's a fucking ripoff of what you naturally have inside of you. You have everything that you need in order to build your own kingdom. This woman is not only going to be the Queen of Pentacles one day, she's going to be the Empress. You have all the energies that you need inside of you. It's time to give up that burden and the oppression that this person made you feel, that you needed to embrace, right? If they made you feel bad for being in front of the camera, they made you feel bad. The feelings, hexing the moon. They made you feel bad about embracing your true self, about embracing your supernatural abilities and your supernatural power. You are just as powerful a magician as this other person. 2929. What up? What up? It's time to stand up and rise and fight. Sword of truth. It's time to say, yeah, I had to do the ugly face with it. Okay? Time to stand up and rise. It's time to go through. You're not saying too much. you're saying just enough for people to get the motherfucking idea and get what the fuck they need in order, look at this, in order to move forward, in order to embrace themselves fully, wholly, and utterly. Nobody can tell them who they are, and nobody can tell you who you are. This is your superpower. That is the superpower of Saturn, period. Which is why people fucking hate Saturn, just like they be hating black people. I'm sorry if you think this racist. I don't give a fuck. Take it how you want to take it. But there's something about you being yourself that is super important. That empowers not only you, but other people. So it's time to step up to the forefront and be the lady of the kingdom. The empress of the kingdom. It's time. Conclusion. I love that just happened because it happened in my Virgo reading as well, right? So it's just letting me know that that's the end of the reading. Because now we've come full circle, and this is, both of these players are you. This is you marrying your masculine and your feminine energies together and becoming the full person that you are meant to be. One more card. Bam. Bam. Now look at it again. You are the high priestess, baby. What's up? What's up? You're the empress. You're the high priestess. I forget which card this is because this deck is pretty new to me. But, is it the high priestess or no, yes, you are the empress. What up? Time to do the damn thing. Let me get one more card from my ancestors and angels oracle, which is going to serve as a final word. I love this. I really do. The synchronicities. It's like bam, 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 bam. Magic guardian. Embrace the magic within. You are the magic. You are the magic. In the warrior. Time to be fearless. And stand strong. Ha. 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 And it's time for you to go ha. Right in the motherfucking face. Right? Alright. That was a good talk. Good talk, Capricorn. I hope to see you doing your thing soon. Word up. On some real shit. I hope to see you doing your thing real fucking soon. Alright. So this is Carly Cosmo here. Aquarius rising. If you enjoyed this video, definitely like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments below. Share this video. I will be back with so much more. But in the meantime, in between time, much love and peace.